let's see that we're where we need to be. I feel like
Is everyone else exhausted? And what we see I think we're discussing our top 3 albums. What we think, not necessarily our favorite ones, but if we do go to it, we love it from beginning to end, and possibly why we love it. It could go way beyond just the music. Right?
Oh yeah,
could go beyond. Again, like we discussed before, it could go beyond, or where I was at when I heard it, who I listened to it with, what memories it evokes, or production, the album cover. I mean, there's so many things we could look at with that.
Just overall, what makes it an album that we enjoy from beginning to end, all the time, no matter what, no matter when.
Now, a couple. Go ahead. Tell them the caveats of this.
Well, I was going to say
we're not going to choose from.
I was going to. We're not going to choose from freshman records.
Right.
Just because that could be a whole other segment.
Yeah.
What was I getting at?
We're not going to do live albums.
We're not going to do live albums.
Or greatest hits.
Right.
Yeah.
And now we're going to speak on albums that we can listen to from beginning to end. And they do exist. There are albums that you can put on and start, and it's good all the way through. There's, you don't have to just listen to one song.
The hits or whatever is
or 2 songs,
and
dive into things. And
in most of our cases, I think we're trying to stay away from the obvious. Zeppelin 4.
Right.
Because I didn't want to seem cliche.
Like we're not gonna do Frampton when we do a live.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. There's certain things
too
that
obvious.
are just If you pick it, you're kind of going,
But the main thing also we want to get from this is feedback from everyone out there.
All of you
out there.
All 5.
And you're probably family members, but no, just. Send us a message. Tell us what some of your considered perfect, quote unquote, perfect albums. Yeah. And a lot of people are going to disagree with us and let us know what that is. And
we don't really care.
So now we're taking callers.
Yeah,
right?
we don't care. So caller 1.
Caller 1.
Yeah.
All right, let's start with you want to do like one album each, and then we'll go to our second one, our third one.
Yeah, kind of.
I've been struggling with this one a little bit.
Well, think about it a little while. Let's let Denny do one. I'll do one.
You guys do one.
Then you come up with one.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because I'm going between a few on my.
It depends on It depends on my mood for one.
Well, 100%. And I think that's with everything. You got to kind of hard because you think, well, what is that album at first, and then when you start delving into it, you realize, oh, okay, well, I've got more. I got more than I thought I would have. There's more that I realized that I do like the entire album.
I guarantee we're all thinking of albums right now that
that could have been
3
on the
months
list.
Will totally change.
Right.
Because we haven't thought about it. I'm like, gosh, this one's...
Something might come up that you don't, And as you can possibly see, we try to make this as natural and as organic. We have
off the cuff as possible.
Yeah, we have somewhat of an agenda or an idea of which direction we want to go, but we really don't.
Somewhat. It's slight.
Yeah, it's a little
and just
loose.
kind of see where it takes us and how it goes. But I have to say, I think I'm going to start off with something new because everything I think of goes back to when I was growing up, because I think
just
the timing
that.
And it's just natural because it's what I knew, it's what I loved, it's what I was into at the time. So I think I'm going to start mine off with something new, and also with one more thing. This album happens to be one of those. It wasn't an album I instantly listened to and loved every song on it, but the more I listened to it, I grew into the fact that I like everything on this. Now, if I'm flipping through, sometimes I might skip a song, jump ahead to something different. But as far as the whole album, listening to it, I enjoy it every time I listen to it. And that's Billy String's Highway Prayers. It just, I think, I felt...
Is that his newest one?
That's his brand newest
new
one.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of reasons I think I like it because of what, for one, I'm just a big Billy Strings fan. For another, I like what he's done with the production and how things are. You can go on YouTube and actually YouTube the album, and he has what's like a movie. And Chad's kind of laughing at me because I was so into this thing when it first
and it's
came
like
out.
a
God damn! I've heard this for fucking 6 months.
And it's not cartoon.
I love Billy Strings. It's just funny. I've heard this damn story.
We're going to resonate because there's probably not a whole lot we're going to talk about that we haven't already talked about.
So we're sick of talking to each other about it. That's why we're going to talk to you about it.
You in there.
Very good. Very
You know, bring
So,
some
good or
new
bad. That's
aspect.
the way it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
enjoyed his music, and I feel like he's definitely growing in what he wants to do and his vision of things. I can see the progression, and sometimes that's hard to accept. Sometimes when a band that you love starts going a little different direction and doing things you're not used to, you can kind of sometimes be like, "Whoa, I'm not sure."
that kind of takes you down a different path with bands in general.
And you feeling like he's come into his own on it. I think that's completely common with musicians. And I think as musicians grow, they want to change. They don't just want to limit themselves to kind of doing the same thing. There's
Right.
things you want to try out, you want to get experimental, you want to do this and that.
Yeah.
So I think
Okay, now this will pull me to my first album.
Uh-huh.
And it might seem cliched to some people, and you guys know I'm a big fan of this band. But trust me, they will not make every list. I've got a few that I know they won't make. Amazing band, Rush, and but Moving Pictures.
Oh.
And the only reason,
I
you're-
locked it up. Yeah.
Explore. Yeah, Rush with Moving Pictures, and
Yeah.
the main reason for that is exactly that.
Yeah.
It's the change. You can hear them transform from 2112, Permanent Waves,
Yep.
and then Moving Pictures.
Yeah.
Now the change between 2112 and Moving Pictures is night and day,
You're right.
but they still sound like them. There's
Yes.
still amazing musicianship.
Still
Production's different. You can listen to every song on Moving Pictures. Now, if I heard Tom Sawyer 1,000 times and I'm kind of okay, I can skip that one. Yes, doesn't mean it's not a great song.
Doesn't take away from
You know, it doesn't take away from how amazing the song is.
100%.
But you go all the way through. You got Camera on the opposite side, Witch Hunt. I mean,
Yes.
it
Witch
flows.
Hunt, I mean, I love it. And
Great live.
And to
So, and what I mean is, you can see some of that in 2112. You look at the
oh, well,
reverse side of that one. You guys, of course, your 25-minute anthem on the first.
Yeah.
And then, the opposite side has the individual kind of songs, the smaller songs.
Are you talking about
Passage to
2112?
Bangkok.
You're talking
Yeah,
about
in that
21
case. So you got Passage to Bangkok, all that stuff. Then you go on to Permanent Waves, it starts transferring a little bit more.
Yeah.
Tom Sawyer was a way to take prog rock and put it into mainstream.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, Tom Sawyer, Limelight were two huge ones off that album.
I remember.
They got radio play, and you just didn't see that a whole lot with prog.
No. And Rush, that was, Working Man was kind of what you heard.
Well, you heard Working Man,
Closer to the Heart.
yeah, but nothing off
And the earlier
21. Yeah, anything earlier.
Yeah.
Just wasn't in radio because you got Caress of Steel. That's maybe 6 songs.
Well, they're not radio friendly songs.
Not radio.
No. Well, the
It's-
length, for one,
Yeah.
back then, the length
Yeah.
of the songs. I mean, there was other bands that ran into that situation before them. However, but I think that's the big thing about Rush also, which I agree with you on that being a great album all the way through, is that they kind of, to quote the great Frank Sinatra, they did it their way.
Yeah, because we go back and look at.
He said my way.
You remember 2112 when it came out as their final.
Oh yeah, for the
The final
contract.
chance.
Yeah, yeah.
They said the next one we need you to follow this commercial way.
Yeah.
They said screw that, we're gonna do it our own way.
Yeah.
We're gonna put what we want on it.
However, I think
And then they did that, and that was their biggest album. So it
yeah.
got them so big.
And I think Road to Bank, as a matter of fact,
Passage to
they
Bangkok.
even say that they feel like that album, they don't feel like it's their best album,
Right.
but they
21
feel
Chocolate.
like it's the album that defines them.
It resonated
Yeah.
with
Changed
people
it.
for some reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you got for your first one?
I'm gonna have to say, and it's probably a lot, like you were saying, a lot of people didn't like this change from this particular artist into something, and that's the only reason I'm picking this one. I
Yeah.
might have went somewhere else, but you guys kind of got on this part about it. But it's Graceland.
Paul Simon.
There's a lot of purists out there that cannot stand that it's more of a
Yeah.
poppy, kind of
Right.
had radio friendly stuff on it.
Well,
Yes,
no,
a lot
yeah.
of the stuff that they did early was dark.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of the stuff
Yeah,
that
if you got to get the Simon Garfunkel stuff.
yeah,
especially.
right.
some of that stuff was on the darker side, and all of a sudden it comes out, and it's this extremely happy album that you cannot be in a bad mood and listen to.
Right.
No, you're right.
I challenge you, if you're in a bad mood,
Yeah, give
listen
that
to
a
that
shot.
album from front to
If
back.
If you don't
and-
know who Paul Simon is, shame on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Google
Or
it.
Rush. Anybody
same
we
with
mention
anybody
here.
we mentioned.
You know,
Yeah.
But
please.
if not, check them out.
Yeah, we like to encourage that. What was it about the change you think came from? Well, obviously, one of my favorite Paul Simon albums is Still Crazy After All These Years. So
Excellent,
you take that one and compare it to Grayson, and they are quite different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's totally different things. With Graceland, the style that's in it, that African
Right.
Very
The
percussive
influences,
music, the influences that he
from
went
other
to
parts of the country.
And so he took this album, and that's why it's such a great album, because it tells a story
Yeah.
of his travel and this transition that he made
Right.
between
Yeah.
the stuff he was writing and opening up this whole other realm of what he wanted to try, which is a good example, again, of wanting to expand yourself, try new things.
Again, and trust
Did
me,
a lot of
as
these musicians
as
do.
a musician, you can get bored doing the same songs. How the Rolling Stones ended up going, playing Satisfaction all these years and still putting energy behind it,
Oh, yeah.
to me is amazing.
Which,
I mean, it's helpful when you see those dollar signs coming
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
too,
Well,
playing
that does
single
help
song.
when you-
it
and,
doesn't hurt.
Not going to lie, there's
All right, Denny, you want to go to number 2?
number 2, and these are not in any particular order. It's not like this is the way I feel. These are just 3 of them that I could think of, and we have discussed this. We kind of, we don't go into too depth. We want it to be as natural as possible, but an album by Dave Matthews, which is actually songs that, if I'm make sure I get this correct, had been passed on through other projects, and then got to that point and decided to bring them out of the vault, if you will, or whatever, and put them
a good
together
way to
on this
explain it.
album. And we discussed that it almost seems like a greatest hits. However, it couldn't be because they'd never been released. People hadn't heard them yet. But when I was flipping through these and I started looking, thinking, okay, because your mind goes, either you can't think of anything or you think of everything that you can kind of think of. And so you got to kind of try to narrow it down. But 3 that I felt real secure in was these. And, Busted Stuff. Dave Matthews.
It's a great album. I think it's underrated.
Actually, I think we all 3 agree.
Underrated.
And, Lord doesn't have the same cohesion. If you go to Crash, it just has this feel to it.
Yeah.
Busted Stuff doesn't have it, but every song is so good, it doesn't need that.
Well, each song
if that makes
stands
sense.
alone.
Yeah, they stand alone, and they're good enough to stand alone.
Yeah,
and that doesn't
which is
always
why
happen.
they do almost every one of them.
Right.
They're
I think Bartender's on that. That one.
Bartender's on
Live,
that. Gravedigger.
Great, yeah.
Gravedigger's on there.
But Bartender
Big
on
Eye
there is
Fish,
just freaking
and
amazing.
I love
Big Eye Fish was one of my favorite songs.
One of
on the
my
album.
favorite songs too by Dave Matthews.
Because it was a little quirky and weird.
It's very
I-
quirky and weird.
I liked it a
I
lot.
like it too. So.
I always really rate Dave Matthews Band albums by how many times they mention monkeys. There's a lot of monkeys.
There's a lot of monkeys.
Yeah, a lot of monkeys.
Well, yeah, and Big Eyed Fish, he mentions
Yeah,
monkeys.
there we go.
He does.
It's like if you're listening to Counting Crows and they don't mention the circus. It's not the carnival
Or
and
rain.
Yeah,
Or
a lot
rain.
of rain.
Okay.
And, So anyway, I guess my number 2 is and it's Rolling
Who
Stones.
does number 2 work?
Who?
Who does number 2 work?
Good Lord, man, what you eat?
Let's get us a courtesy flush over there.
All right.
Sorry
Hang
about that.
tight. We're going to get through this.
We just started. We just talking about that too. Number 2 album, and again, no particular order.
Right.
Rolling Stones are not like my favorite band. Extremely
They're up there
influential
for me.
and probably an amazing one of my favorite live shows.
Oh, okay.
Rolling
God.
Stones. Just Simply for the Devil. I could have just paid that much to go and watch that song. And
Oh,
Yeah, we were
one of
lucky
my-
enough for them to play it at that one.
oh, they played it. It was great. But it's Sticky Fingers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did I just
yeah.
say that like Sticky Fingers?
You kind of
Sticky
said it like
What's his
Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken.
Sticky fingers.
Sticky fingers.
Sorry about that.
And you know, like the story about the Foo Fighters when he was on Saturday Night
Oh
Live?
yeah, I do know.
And they really made him say it to where it'd be like
Foo
Foo
Fighters.
Fighters.
Well, he come into him and he goes, "So, what do you emphasize, the foo
Or the
fighter?"
fighters.
Foo Fighters.
A Foo Fighter.
Yeah, Sticky Fingers. So I just has this overall I mean, feel rawness, bluesy.
Oh, agree.
Just,
100%. Not to mention that album cover.
Oh, the album cover is just,
Man, so-
trouser snake. So,
And
anyway,
the original
Had the
remember
working-
had the actual working zipper.
I got that one right there.
Oh, you got that in
Working
there?
zipper, yeah. Yeah.
Working
to have.
zipper. It's
Yeah.
in there and it's good.
But, and I can't, it's
He
kind
just
of
plays with
interesting. Yeah.
Oh, Mick.
Nothing ever comes out.
All right.
But anyway, when you look at,
You're disgusting.
I know. when you look at the Stones' kind of formation, it's kind of interesting how I think Keith Richards is the one that wanted them to go. You can't really say it's just pop, but poppier sound. And Mick Jagger was big. Let's just stick with the blues. And when you only do blues, I think you only go so far. Unless you're a Stevie Ray Vaughan or
Well, I mean, you
B.B.
can be a
King,
fan,
someone like that.
Well, yeah, but still, I get what you're saying.
Well, because you can look at Led Zeppelin. It changed. They had blues, but it's a heavy rock blues.
Yeah.
And so it was Keith Richards. I believe it was Keith Richards that wrote a lot of their poppier stuff that helped them get on the radio and stuff. But even the radio stuff doesn't sound like anybody else.
No,
it's not. You
however,
In the beginning, they might have.
yeah, but in the beginning, I can hear
We'll
the
ask him.
song.
Let's get Mick on the phone.
Yeah.
give him a call,
Get him on the phone.
Hey, man.
Nick. If you're listening,
Yeah, dude. No,
if you're listening, leave us a message. Leave us.
Let us know if that stuff. We could probably research it ourselves.
Yeah, where does
we'd
come
much
from?
rather talk to you personally.
That's right. Yeah, go ahead and just message us.
Yeah.
Come on.
like and share.
We'll get you some exposure.
Yeah.
Like and
yeah,
share.
yeah.
Okay, so Chad, what's your number 2?
Clutch, Blast Tyrant.
Okay.
That's good.
So yeah, Clutch. A big fan of Clutch. Don't know if there's some other Clutch heads out there.
Oh, you know there are.
Oh, there are many.
Many out there.
But yeah, it's just one of those albums that's so well written, and every song just transitions into the next, and just rocks even harder.
Yeah.
The next time, and it just keeps getting better and better and better, and the lyrics and just everything that they did on that, and their musicianship comes out, and it was like this album to me where they were just like, we're gonna fucking just let it all hang out. We're gonna do everything we want to do, and I think they killed it.
Open the floodgates. And
Oh my god, like it's just. Ugh.
They're one of the only bands I know that can kick ass and rock out a song talking about having a cookout.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's just
Cookouts can kick ass, man.
and talking about being a president, shaking babies' hands and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just they talk about
talking about someone that could write some lyrics.
yeah.
Oh my god.
It's almost like good shit.
Oh, and great guys. I've had the pleasure of meeting them a few times, and yeah, they're just super nice guys, and down to earth, and absolutely love what they're doing. And so
Well,
Blast.
how long have they been around? 30
Oh my
plus
god.
years? Maybe
Yeah,
they've
they've
been
been
around
around for a
forever.
long
Yeah.
time. That's a good idea.
All right, Dave, number 3, what you got?
Well, I got to go with maybe a little cliche. U2 Joshua Tree.
All right, good album. Good album.
That just kind of takes me back. I didn't say this earlier, but it was like Mike Markham. I think of Mike Markham when I think of Joshua Tree.
Really?
It was one of his favorite albums ever. And yeah, he comes to mind every time I think about it. So a lot of that's what we talk about, things that, it doesn't always
Kind of
have
the memories that go back.
yeah, it just puts you in a place, and it puts you in a mindset, and it gives you that feeling. But yeah, Joshua Tree, I mean, from beginning to end, and like you said, I think those songs stand on their own. However, together, like we were talking about earlier, unlike Busted Stuff, it does have a feel. It does have a flow.
Yeah, it
And-
definitely does. And
Oh, it's for sure telling a story. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean,
and-
it's obvious. Yeah, it's definitely telling a story. It's
So
yeah, it's-
I think that's just a lot of it, and a lot of these things I do believe come by emotion or memory. Or
well,
things.
I think they're very well known for their dynamics and kind of emotion. I'll be honest. I think it's where Coldplay got a lot of their sound.
yeah.
Is from U2
Oh,
in that time period.
I can see that. Which
Yeah,
I mean, well, yeah. Why not?
yeah,
Why not?
yeah. I think it's
I think
cool.
it was old Sam Walton. That's the guy from Walmart, right? Sam.
Yeah,
Yeah. I believe he said in his book he's successful because he copied what other people did.
Well, it's the thing to do. You know, you got to look at.
You copy what someone else did, put your flair to it.
Make it.
Yep.
I mean, there's only so many notes
Well, and that's it. Yeah, everything.
in music,
is-
so there's
yeah.
got to be, and we all have
Yeah.
influences. We all have people that, you know,
And it can't help but bleed.
again, you know, another Dave Matthews, you know, Chester Thompson, or
Chester
sorry.
Thompson's one of my
Yeah,
favorites.
Chester
too,
Thompson, absolutely. But
Yep. Don't say Bill Buford. That's
No.
another great drummer.
I'm not. But yes,
You're close on that.
yeah. How much bourbon was in this? We'll edit this part out too.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
That's what
go
we got.
with it. It'll come to
No,
you.
because when he sees this, I don't want him to think.
Oh.
Daryl, come on.
When he sees this, we're already,
Huh?
rock stars are
Yeah.
watching us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got me forgetting his first name now.
Who are we talking about? What are we talking about?
You're talking about
Jeremy Dave, Carter Beauford.
Carter Beauford.
Okay, so
One of
yeah,
our favorite
edit that
drummers.
one
Is it
out,
Beauford
yeah.
or Buford?
Beauford.
Beauford? Yeah,
Okay.
Beau, like
Which is
Beauford.
probably French.
Ford.
I would assume.
Yeah.
Beauford, that's a bow. For French.
But yeah, he's a huge influence on. I mean, my
Oh,
drumming
yeah.
style, like you know,
Love his stuff. But
yeah,
yeah,
it's great.
yes. My connection on the Joshua Tree was, I remember I was out of high school, just graduated high school.
Okay.
Chuck Winter, friend of mine from high school, wanted me and Bill Kuhn to come in and play for him at the
Chuck Winter, wasn't he a guitar player?
Chuck.
Oh,
That's
no.
Edgar Winter.
Edgar Winter.
Chuck Winter. I went to high school, and he's like,
no,
you
we
know,
don't know Edgar Winter. No.
Okay.
We don't know
wait a
Edgar
minute,
Winter.
wait a minute. Okay,
I
yeah,
promise.
Chuck, okay, gotcha.
So, and then Jeff Smith was playing, if that was his real name, playing bass for us, and we did "Where the Streets Have No Name" off the
Oh,
first
yeah.
song on that
Yeah.
album. And I just never, the crowd honestly would just, because that song gets you up when
Yeah.
it gets started,
Yeah.
man. Everybody was just, it was actually one of my favorite performances. One of them,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I absolutely had a blast doing that.
Out of 3,
Out of
that
the
was your
4
favorite out of 4
performances,
performances
4.
you've ever done.
Yeah, I've had a few more than that.
Few-
But anyway, yeah. So that's it. So,
So
Daryl, what's
you're-
your third one?
Yeah, Darryl, what is your third one?
What is Daryl's third one? I struggled with this one. I've got like quite a few. Well, I'll throw the one I was going to put on here as my honorable mention.
Okay, yeah, all right. I think I have one.
Honorable mention.
Yeah, you have to throw an honorable mention on. And then the
So
last,
really,
but
you
my-
get 4.
Yeah, but my third
God,
one I'm
you're a
going to
dick.
steal from my wife Laura, and I want to take
That
Desperado.
would be the second one you're stealing from Laura.
No.
Yeah.
You said Sticky Fingers. you
no,
stole
that's
from-
mine.
Oh, you're saying one of yours that you stole one of them.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Okay. Gotta
And
keep
what- and
him
it was
honest,
what?
man. Gotta keep
It's
him
Desperado
honest.
by Eagles.
Oh, it's a fucking great album.
That's a
Just
great
amazing.
album.
It's
Yeah.
because that's a story all the way through.
Yes.
Just I think it's a whole different, and that was never one of their popular albums, believe it or not.
No, as a matter of fact, yeah, I saw a thing on the Eagles that they were kind of talking about. I didn't watch it intently, but yeah, Desperado was kind of.
You kind of want that people didn't.
Well, I want some more, but I need some more coffee.
I'm just going straight bourbon. If you listen to the, the 3 versions of the song Desperado and how it kind of carries you through the entire story, Saturday Night's on it, and I might be close to this when we saw them live. They started the whole show with Saturday Night,
They did.
and was
We were
just
at that same show, right? So I'm gonna again go a little bit off from what you guys are going. And I'm gonna say
was.
My Chemical Romance.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Hey, hold on. Let me say Black Parade.
Oh, of course, Black Parade. Now
Okay.
they've had some other great.
They've
stuff
had some
too.
great stuff,
Oh my
but
goodness.
Black Parade is.
To me, from the beginning to end of that, is just great. And that's generally not my style of music.
Yeah.
Neither, but-
It's so well written. The music
Yeah.
is just amazing. They're
Well, very thematic.
such great players, and
Yeah.
I'm not that familiar with it. I've heard it because of you. We
Yeah.
were on a trip either here or something, and we listened to the whole album. One of the other times we came up together,
That's
over,
one of the only
came
albums I
down.
listened to when it came out. I listened to it constantly.
Okay, and that's
oh yeah, I
love
did
it.
too.
And that's what he said. So that, and when he says that, I'm like, I think that was the first thing when we were talking. I said, Darryl and I were talking about doing this kind of thing, and he goes, "Oh, I got that was the first thing that popped in his head, like instantly."
No, I came close to that one. I really did. I honestly
Yeah.
had that one right.
Yeah.
Because I don't care what genre of music you generally listen to
Yeah.
or whatever, and
Well, it's definitely not my
Yeah.
thing. I am not from. I know of them, but I don't know anything about them. I know the album just by listening to him, so I would have to listen to it to even realize what it was about and what it was going on.
Well, it's dark.
It's it's pretty much the stages of death.
Yeah.
Okay.
Going through it and thinking about reliving your past.
But honestly, there's a lot of Queen.
very
Yes.
much so.
Now I do
Queen
remember
feel
that
to
being
it.
a part of.
To
Yeah,
me,
it's
very
just-
much so.
Yeah.
And they do a lot with cutting to halftime.
Wait a minute. Cutting to half. Oh, cutting.
Not like in the Super Bowl, but
Time
they're-
signature.
Yeah, time signature wise, and so they're moving, and it adds so much impact.
Okay.
You think usually going faster, and then they cut it. The drummer goes to halftime, and it just
Yeah, completely
like the bottom
cuts
goes
back.
down, but it
Yeah.
lifts up the whole song.
Just
Anyway, okay, well that'll be it for today's episode, and
Thanks
I don't know what
checking
do you
us
guys
out.
want to do next? You think? What do you think our next episode should be?
I've got
Favorite
a little.
freshman albums?
Either that or I've got a little kind of a surprise thing that I want to do for you. Just because we're here at, which by the way, we are in Virginia.
At Lakeside Studio, Lake Monticello, Virginia, just outside of Charlottesville.
Yep.
And I had this built for, recording music, recording podcasts, and just overall entertainment.
Goofing off.
Goofing off is doing stupid shit.
All right, guys. I'm Denver.
I'm Darryl.
Chad.
See you later.
Thanks for checking us out. Peace.